"You're fired! Clean out your stuff!" These harsh words echoed in the coffee shop, but Emily wasn't shaken. She was a compassionate manager at a small coffee shop who always stood firmly for justice. Her decision to defend a veteran and his loyal service dog had cost her the job she cherished deeply. However, her courageous act didn't go unnoticed. Just an hour later, something extraordinary happened, something that would transform her life completely. Hello everyone, and welcome to True Unveiled Narratives. Let's dive into this heartfelt story. Emily, a 35-year-old woman, managed a cozy little establishment called Lakeside Coffee. While many others her age were busy climbing the corporate ladder in bustling cities, Emily found immense joy in her work at the coffee shop. Her connection with the military community ran deep because her father had served as a Marine. Growing up, she witnessed firsthand the challenges veterans faced when they returned home. 6 years ago, Emily began her journey at Lakeside Coffee as a humble barista under the ownership of Mr. Thompson. Back then, her mother couldn't comprehend why she chose to use her business degree to serve coffee instead of pursuing a high-paying career. "You could be earning 6 figures in the city," her mother would often remind her. But Emily believed there was more to life than money. She remembered how Lakeside Coffee had become a sanctuary for her father after his final deployment. It was a place where other veterans understood him, offering camaraderie and comfort during difficult times. Under her management, the townsfolk adored visiting the shop not just for the coffee, but for the warmth and care Emily extended. She made it a point to remember everyone's stories, the Marines currently deployed, the families eagerly awaiting their loved ones' return, and the veterans who needed extra compassion on tough days. Behind the counter, she kept a notebook filled with customers' regular orders and details about their family members. Located near a Marine base, Lakeside Coffee became a haven for service members, thanks to Emily. Her genuine kindness touched every customer, but what truly set her apart was her special bond with veterans accompanied by service dogs. Having seen her own father battle PTSD after his last tour, Emily often reflected on how different things might have been if service dogs had been widely accepted back then. This thought fueled her dedication to ensuring that every handler and their service dog felt genuinely welcomed at Lakeside Coffee. Every Wednesday morning, Emily hosted what she called the Veterans Coffee Hour. It began with just 4 regulars, but over time, it grew into a gathering of over 20 veterans who would come together to share stories and support one another. Behind the counter, she maintained a wall filled with photographs of all the service members who had visited Lakeside Coffee. One of the regulars was Michael, a veteran who always came in with his service dog, Buddy. When Michael first started visiting the coffee shop 2 years ago, he could barely speak his order. He would flinch at the slightest noise, and Buddy, his loyal German shepherd, would stay pressed against his leg, providing comfort and keeping him calm. Over time, with Emily's kindness and Buddy's unwavering support, Michael began to feel more at ease. Everything was going smoothly until the day the new health inspector arrived. Mr. Anderson, as he was known around town, had a reputation for being excessively strict. He had already shut down 3 businesses that month, showing no regard for the community's needs. That morning, Michael walked in with Buddy as usual. The big German shepherd was wearing his service dog vest and staying close to Michael, simply doing his job. But as soon as Mr. Anderson spotted Buddy, his face turned crimson with anger. "You can't have dogs in here," he barked, startling several customers. "It's a health code violation. This establishment will be shut down immediately." Emily noticed Michael begin to tremble, much like her father used to when he felt overwhelmed. Without hesitation, she stepped forward. "Sir," she said calmly, "Buddy is a registered service dog. The ADA laws clearly state that service animals must be allowed in food service establishments." "I don't care about any laws," Mr. Anderson snapped. "Either the dog leaves or I'm shutting this place down." The district manager, who had accompanied Mr. Anderson to oversee the inspection, looked panicked. "Emily, apologize right now." Emily stood her ground. "I won't apologize for following federal law," she said firmly. "My father was a Marine. He taught me that standing up for what's right matters more than keeping your job." "Then you don't have a job anymore," the district manager shouted. "You're fired. Clear out your locker." Emily yanked off her apron. 6 years, 6 long years of early mornings, late nights, and remembering every regular's order, gone in an instant. Fired for standing up for a veteran. Her stomach sank. Rent was due next week, and she had no backup plan, no safety net. She grabbed her belongings from the back, struggling to hold back tears. Just as she reached the door, she heard it. A low rumble. Then another. And another. Engines. A lot of them. The ground seemed to vibrate beneath her feet. Frowning, she walked to the entrance and froze. The parking lot was packed with Marines, lined up in uniform, their expressions serious and resolute. Leading them was Colonel David Carter, heading straight for the door. What Emily didn't know was that someone had filmed the entire incident. A customer waiting in line happened to be married to the Marine Corps base commander, and within minutes, the video of the incident was circulating through the base like wildfire. Colonel David Carter marched straight up to Mr. Anderson and the district manager. "Gentlemen," he said in a voice that demanded respect, "I believe we need to have a serious discussion about our veterans." It turned out that Michael wasn't just any veteran. He had earned a Silver Star for his acts of valor, and Buddy wasn't just any service dog. He had been trained through a special program initiated by the Marine Corps to assist veterans struggling with PTSD, a program that was Colonel Carter's personal initiative. The colonel made a single phone call to the state health department. Just like that, Mr. Anderson was reassigned to another district, and the district manager was sent for immediate retraining on federal laws and community sensitivity. But the Marines weren't done yet. Colonel Carter turned to Emily with an offer she never could have anticipated. "Ms. Taylor," he said, addressing her formally, "we've been searching for someone to lead our new veteran outreach program at the base. Someone who understands both customer service and the importance of standing up for what's right. The position is yours if you want it." The story spread rapidly through military communities across the country, highlighting Emily's courage and the profound impact of her actions. The coffee shop's corporate office issued a heartfelt apology and launched a program to support service dog training for veterans, appointing Emily as the program's director. Last Wednesday, Emily watched with immense pride as Michael spoke up for the first time during the Veterans Coffee Hour. He shared his experience from his first deployment, his voice trembling at first, but growing stronger as Buddy leaned against his leg. The other veterans nodded in understanding. They had all been through similar struggles. An older Marine reached over and patted Michael's shoulder. "Welcome home, brother," he said quietly. Emily had to wipe away tears as she refilled their coffee cups. This was exactly why she cherished her work so deeply. Today, Emily oversees both the Veteran Outreach Program and the Service Dog Initiative. The coffee shop has become a model for others, featuring a special welcome area designed specifically for service dogs and their handlers. Michael and Buddy still visit every morning, but now they're joined by dozens of other veterans and their service animals. The wall of photos behind the counter has expanded. Next to each service member's photo is a picture of their service dog. Emily keeps her father's photo in the center, accompanied by a sign that reads, "All who served are welcome, 2 legs or 4. As for the district manager who fired her, he now works alongside Emily, helping train other businesses about service dogs. Sometimes, the most valuable lessons stem from our biggest mistakes. Emily's father always reminded her that doing the right thing isn't always easy. That day, she proved him right. But she also proved something else, that when you stand up for the right people stand up for you.